Here we are, Series 1, Episode 1, Rate My Oche. Now what we're going to do, Andy, is we're going to go around the UK and we're going to find the best darts venues and we're going to show them.
This sounds exciting, doesn't it? Because we're going to bring out what's the best, or maybe what even is the worst, of different dart venues throughout the UK. And everyone's going to be different in many different ways. So
we've played darts our whole lives. We know what it's like. You go to a venue, you've got a beam sticking across. Yeah. And if you know those venues, please do get in touch via the email at the bottom of your screen. And it's going to let you know how you can be on Rate My Oche.
Yeah, we want you to get involved, guys, so please do comment below and tell us why your venue might be the best in the UK. Tell us all about it.
But for today, Andy, I brought you to the Spot On Club in Loughborough.
Let's go and have a look.
First impressions.
It's great, isn't it? I think there's 10 boards in here, Matt, so I mean we couldn't have started off at a better place for me.
Don't forget the practice boards as well, and don't also forget the big trophy in the background with names like Peter Wright, who used to come to this venue when he was on the uprise in the PDC.
Pretty impressive, and I can't wait to get started. You know, I'm looking forward to testing, you know, have they got the Oches right?
What about the lighting?
Yeah, that's important as well, and the height of the dartboard as well. How many times do we go to places maybe and that's not right, but let's see what that's going to be.
Just think about that match day experience as well. We talked about someone like Peter Wright coming to this venue, but what would it be like if this was your Super League, if this was somewhere you wanted to come for a practice, all those different experiences, and that's what Rate My Oche is going to do. We're going to be taking this over 10 categories, scoring each out of 10 to give a venue a score out of 100.
Okay, so I've picked one board at random here and I'm going to do the measurements, and don't forget to, you can reference the video we've already shot about how to get your dartboard measurements spot on. So let's have a look at this first. Let's do ball to floor. And I'm using the Mission Oche guide here to get this absolutely, and that is perfect. Exactly on the money. So really, really happy about that. I'm going to do the diagonal one. Again, absolutely spot on. And then your final measurement you could do from the face of the board to the Oche as well. But those first two that I've measured there, absolutely perfect. So I'm going to have to give that 10 out of 10.
So in this section we're going to take a look at the dartboard condition. Now the dartboard condition is going to be varied, and certainly when it comes to a match day they've got plenty of boards to bring out. But if I just come in off the street, what am I expecting to see? Well, first of all, we take a look at the board and the condition, and the one thing we can really see is that it's been well rotated and well maintained. There's even wear across the board. There's no bulging, there's no wires sticking out. That is a very good condition for me just to come in and to have a bit of a practice. But what we're going to do, we're going to take a little walk down and we're going to have a look at the various boards. Now one thing that really stands out for me, as with most of these sort of venues, is you're going to find that the actual surround has taken a bit of a beating. That is just one of these things. When you come, we get all different levels of players that will come into a venue to play, but the actual board, once again, well maintained, well looked after, well turned and rotated, and that tends to be the vibe and the feel all the way down across all of these dartboards. For dartboard condition, if you're just walking off the street, that is very good. I'm going to give that a 9 out of 10.
So I want to talk about the Oches, and this is a real bugbear of mine when you go somewhere and there's no Oche. But here we've got a great Oche there. I mean, I can kick that and that is not moving an inch. I also noticed they've got a 7-foot Oche here for a different league, and they simply take this one up and pop it in the other one. So wherever you come to play here, from whatever distance, you're going to have this solid Oche to butt up against. Again, I'm going to have to give that 9 out of 10. It's just what I'm looking for.
So the lighting. Now the first thing I can see is that actually we've got 2 lamps. Now, traditionally, if you want to get rid of all the shadow on the board, you need that 3 spot, so 2 wide and 1 in the middle. The other thing you can do now is you can get yourself your Mission Taurus 270, which is a nice surround light, bottom bit chopped out so you can get your arm in. Now, the issue you're going to see when you look at a 2-spot light is just the bit of shadowing that you get on the dart, and the dart coming all the way down regardless of where it's on the board, just that bit of undershadow. So I can see the board, it's lit, but the shadow won't be ideal. It's going to be a 5 out of 10, I'm afraid.
So let's have a look at the scoreboards here. Now on each board, believe it or not, we've got 2 options. We've got this great whiteboard which has actually got a glass front, and that makes it easier to wipe off and reuse. And then, you know, if adding up and taking away isn't your thing, we've got the digital version here as well, and that's actually league approved, so that's a really good digital scoreboard. So 2 options of that quality, it's going to have to be 9 out of 10. Good work.
Fantastic board surroundings, plenty of space. Remember at school, if you could do this, you was okay. You can do that here. Plenty of space between the boards. When I take the darts out, I've got plenty of space to exit to the right. Don't forget that tip, guys. Plenty of space to come back. Now, when we're playing on a sort of a game, or I've got my sort of surroundings, tables here, off the stage, we've got the yellow line on the floor. Very similar to football. When you cross that white line, you know it's game time. Here, the line's yellow. Plenty of space, plenty of opportunity to get this right. I would give this, it's got to be a 9 out of 10 again.
Right, so I'm here at the bar, so tell me, what's the most popular pint here then?
Cruz Campo.
Oh, well, let's give that a go then. So we're going to have a pint of Cruz Campo it is here, Spanish lager I think. And just having a look at the rest of the bar, pretty well stocked. I've noticed the nuts on the bar, I'm definitely partial to some of them. But it is a well stocked bar, there's a kitchen, so there's food available, lots of spirits on the back. Oh, and look at that, it's ready in record time. So let's give this a quick go. As we all know, my favourite part of Rate My Hockey. It's definitely cold. I can imagine that in the middle of the summer, a few of those, but it is delicious. A nice head on it. Overall, I'm going to give it 8 out of 10.
Okay, so throw perception. This is all about how it feels. Sometimes you can go to an hockey, you measure it, it is spot on, but it just doesn't feel right. You all know the venue, you've been there. Can come from things like the roof being quite low, it just makes it feel a little bit short at times, or makes the board feel high. One thing I can see here, nice big wide open space, nice big high roof. It almost feels a little bit like being on the stage. I mean, technically I'm on a bit of a lip, but when you've got a big wide open background, plenty of space around the board, let's give it a go. Absolutely no complaints other than the 26. That throw, absolutely spot on, and it looks perfect. Nice, wide and open. Got to give it a 9 out of 10.
So the match day experience in here, Matt, has got to be really interesting. We've got all the bar tables here sort of right behind you, so I can imagine the atmosphere being great. There might be some noise coming on, but it almost feels like once you come up on the stage, you can focus on your darts. You're not really concerned with what's going on. So I quite like it, do you?
I think it'd be like a bit of a cauldron actually, because it is quite close in terms of where the sort of teammates would be. The one thing I would say, and I'm pretty sure they do it, is I probably would want the boards either side not active. In a tournament play, you don't mind it too much, but in that sort of team environment, you probably would want a bit of space either side. I'm sure they do that on the match day, and I don't see an issue with this as a venue.
No, what you thought? I mean, I think as a match day experience, 8 out of 10.
I'm with you on that. So this is what we get offered when we come into a venue. We go, I want a game of darts, I haven't got me darts, what is available for you? Well, actually here, we've got quite a tub and we've got quite a selection, but with that, I mean, they know Matt Edgar 21 grams, but we've got the usual sort of things, the large sort of brass darts, they're quite light.
Have we got 2 sets, Matt? Is there enough? Yeah, we have.
Yeah, we've got more than 2 sets.
We have got
there,
more than 2 sets. These look all right, actually. I think I could play with these. So we have got enough for a set each to have a game, which is great.
Different size stems as well, so maybe you could make up a set that suits you better. I mean, there's enough to have a game with, which is ultimately what you want to do.
Yeah.
But I won't be using these as match darts.
No, I don't think there's any tungsten knocking about in there, is there? So, what are you thinking?
6 out of 10.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
I mean, how can you not enjoy a venue, Andy, that's got pictures of me on the actual wall?
I've just spotted that, Matt. I can't believe that. How much have you paid him to put that there? It's an old one as well, and look how young you look there, mate.
I would like to say slim, but I'm not even slim there either, am I? So
No, unfortunately.
hopefully
not.
they paid me £2.70 so I can have one of these filled cobs.
That looks all
What
right.
do they
Might
call
have
it
to
where
try
you're
that.
from? It's one of those arguments, isn't it? Bread cake?
Yeah, no, it's a barm cake, mate. Where I am,
Barm.
it's a barm cake, yeah.
Coventry, it's a batch.
Yeah, well, let's not get into it. That's a whole other video right there.
So have you enjoyed your time anyway?
I
at
have
the Spot On?
enjoyed it, mate. I mean, there can't be many places like this about. If there are, please put it in the comments below, because this is impressive. 10 dartboards, bar was good, hockeys were good. You know, we've really rated it highly, haven't we?
And a trophy full of legendary names of the sport. I'm sure there'll be plenty more events and competitions going on in this place, because this is tailor-made for darts.
Totally agree.
So the Spot On Club in Leicester scores.
And that 82 points is all the individual categories added together out of 100. Myself and Andy believe that this is the venue to beat, the Spot On Club in Loughborough. If you think you can beat it, get in touch either in the comment section down below, or you can drop an email to youtube@mission.com. Don't forget that email address, because that is the email address you're going to be needing in the very near future. Because not only are we doing Rate My Hockey, but we're going to be involving quite a lot of you in the very near future, where you get your opportunity to win some goodies, just like the Spot On, who was left some darts, a surround, a dartboard. We'll be leaving all sorts of goodies around the UK with some interesting, intriguing and engaging content right here on the Mission YouTube channel. So make sure you do hit that subscribe button, and we have once again increased the production values of these upcoming episodes. So make sure you're with us, hit the subscribe. We'll catch you soon.